5 Patriot. Ed, Chicago. You're on the Wilkow Majority. Hello. Hello. Oh, am I not? Oh, it's mine. I got it. Here we go. There you are. Yes, sir.
I'm not a progressive, and I vote Republican, and I'm a union member, but I think the green energy, I just, want to encourage people to take a different maybe point of view on it, but Solyndra might have been a massive failure, and it was.
A123?
Again, yeah, A123. I mean, I'm with you, but back in 2009, with the push in the wind energy tax credits, I live in Illinois, they started building wind farms and encouraged developers to come in and build wind farms. Me, probably a couple hundred other crane operators. If it wasn't for those jobs, we wouldn't have homes, our families, we wouldn't have had food. So, I mean, it's easy to generalize, but, some of these things created jobs. So
at a $90 billion loss to everybody else.
What's that?
At a $90 billion loss to everybody else.
Like the wind farms that I worked on were a $90 billion loss?
Well, everything he dumped into green energy has been a loser. It has not turned a profit. Most of these companies are in bankruptcy or have gone through bankruptcy. And the fact of the matter is the federal government has no business intervening in the market in this way. I mean, sir, for every job that was created by the stimulus package, a job was lost elsewhere. So
what you're saying is what was good for me is bad for America?
If you want to look at it that way.
I mean, that's the way you look at it.
But I'm not asking the government. The government's not paying me, sir. The government is not confiscating wealth from person A to give to me, person B, so I can do my job. I'm not NPR.
Well, I don't know. It's easy to generalize, and
it's not generalizing, sir.
Sure it is.
No, it's not. You see sir. I'm not generalizing. The federal government has no authority to take money from the people to decide where it's going to be spent on things outside of its enumerated powers. The idea that the government is going to create jobs by picking winners and losers in the marketplace, for every winner it picks, somebody else loses. If I was wrong about this, then the stimulus package should have reduced the unemployment rate, not raised it, then made it static.
Well, I don't know, man. I think I'll just agree to disagree.
Well, let's not agree to disagree. Thank you very much for the call. It's the federal government only gets its resources from the tax base. That's the only place it can get it. So if it's taking money out of the tax base, taking money out of the private economy to put into a semi or pseudo-private economy of companies that have gotten themselves on the inside of government to produce wind farms or solar panels, and we get neither wind farms nor solar panels that are creating energy production, then that means the person that had his money taken from him is just now at a loss, like General Motors. And if somebody calls up and said, well, if it wasn't for the auto ballot, I might not have my home. Well, how do you know that? Do you know that somebody else wouldn't have bought General Motors? And when did any one worker, Airfinger's quote, become entitled to be paid at the expense of people who do not buy his products, do not work for his company, do not have any interest in his company? 1-866-95-PATRIOT.